My beloved child, there are moments in life when you bow your head to do what is right and quietly wonder whether anyone truly sees or understands. Yet, even in those seemingly silent moments, I, the one who dwells within the stillness, am faithfully observing every beat of your devoted heart. Today, I ask you to pause for a moment and listen to the gentle whisper of the Holy Spirit deep within your soul, even when no one sees. I am watching over you. From that realization onward, your journey is no longer one of loneliness, but one sustained by my loving gaze and unfailing presence. You must understand that within my divine will, no small act of goodness you perform is ever meaningless. I see what you do in secret, the sacrifices never spoken of, the righteous choices you preserve in the shadows, the steps you take against the noise of the world to remain faithful to truth. The world may forget, but I remember. What you consider insignificant, a word of comfort, an act of kindness, or a quiet sacrifice becomes, in my sight, a precious jewel of faithfulness. Do not fear being overlooked, for it is precisely in hidden places that my vision sees most clearly. Seasons of trial are not sent to break you, but to refine you as gold is purified in fire. I have seen the moments when you endured pain in silence, the long nights of waiting when answers seemed absent. Yet all these moments are shaping your soul, making it stronger, deeper, and more steadfast. Just as a diamond is born under unimaginable pressure, so too are you being carefully formed according to the beauty of heaven. Difficult days are not proof of weakness. They are signs that you are being prepared for something far greater. Do not mistake my silence for abandonment. I am preparing for you a door greater than anything your mind has ever imagined. The seeds you planted, whether years ago or long forgotten, are still being nurtured beneath the soil by my hand. Every prayer you believed had vanished into emptiness is awaiting the appointed moment I have chosen for it to bloom. What I am about to release into your life does not come from your own strength, but from a divine arrangement beyond human understanding. I am never late. I simply choose the perfect time for you to enter a new season of blessing. My child, there are times when your heart grows heavy, believing that the good you do disappears without leaving any trace before human eyes. Yet even then, I lean close and receive every breath of kindness you sow into the world. Do not allow the silence of humanity to convince you that goodness has no value. For I am the one who sees in secret and treasures these acts as heavenly riches. While the world looks only at outward appearances, I behold the deeper place within your heart where a sacred light quietly burns. When you pause and listen inwardly, you will begin to recognize my footsteps walking beside you through every humble act you faithfully perform each day. There are moments when you grow weary, standing for what is right without support, and at times even face misunderstanding from others. Yet light does not require the approval of a crowd to remain light. It only needs to remain faithful to where it has been placed. I see the battles you never speak about, the times you chose forgiveness despite being wounded, the afternoons when you quietly gave to others expecting nothing in return. These things are not easy, yet they form a character recognized by heaven, even when unseen on earth. Within every act of goodness you offer solely for me, there exists a beauty that only the Holy Spirit can truly name. Remember the story in Scripture of the poor widow who offered 2 small coins at the temple, a familiar story, yet one often misunderstood. When she approached, there were no trumpets, no watching crowd, no praise from human voices, and no one knew how heavy that offering truly was within her heart. But while others regarded it as ordinary, I, in the form of my Son, called my disciples and declared, "She has given more than all the others, for what she offered was not merely money, but her very livelihood entrusted in quiet faith." That story remains alive today to remind you that the smallest acts done with a pure heart resound the loudest in heaven. Therefore, do not allow hidden acts of goodness to make you feel alone. Silence may sometimes shake your spirit and cause you to wonder whether it is worth continuing to sow goodness when no results appear. Yet understand this, the seeds of the kingdom do not grow according to your timetable, but according to mine, and I have never forgotten a single seed. Every good deed done in secret is like a quiet prayer, gentle as the wind, yet powerful enough to move heaven itself. When you place your full trust in me, you will no longer do good to be seen, but because your heart longs to reflect my love. Now, as your soul grows still, I invite you to return to the source of light you have sometimes lost amid the noise of the world. Allow me to touch your heart again and remove the fear that your life lacks purpose or that your steps fade into obscurity. Every drop of goodness you release, no matter how small, is woven into a greater current where I am preparing things beyond your understanding. As you continue forward in faithfulness, you will discover that what seemed like small acts performed in darkness are being used to lead you toward a deeper transformation, where inner strength is refined through every trial, preparing you for what lies ahead. My beloved child, there are seasons when you must walk through rocky paths, where sorrow settles over your soul like a heavy mist. I see you striving to stand firm amid circumstances that seem beyond your strength. And I know there are moments when you ask, Father, why must I endure this? Yet it is precisely in your most fragile days that I see within you a strength you have not yet recognized. Pain is not meant to crush you, but to open within you a new depth, just as a seed must break before life can emerge. When you understand this, trials will no longer appear as burdens, but as sacred journeys transforming you from within. I know there were times when you sat alone in darkness, praying while quietly suppressing sighs of uncertainty about the future. But I do not lead you into trials to destroy you. I lead you through them so that you may discover the qualities heaven placed within you from the beginning. Like a blacksmith who does not complain about fire because he knows fire strengthens steel, I use adversity to shape your soul. My silence does not mean distance. It means I am deepening the foundation of your faith so that you may stand stronger than before. That growth will become the light guiding you into new seasons. Do you remember the story of Jeremiah when I led my prophet to the potter's house? He watched as the potter shaped clay upon the wheel. And even when the vessel was marred, the potter patiently formed it again into something better. I told Jeremiah, like clay in the hands of the potter, so are you in my hands. The same is true for you today. Under pressure, I have not abandoned you. I am reshaping you according to a greater design prepared long before. Every circumstance you face is part of the turning wheel, softening hardened places so that true beauty may emerge. When you rise after dark days, you will realize that you are no longer the same person. A new resilience, clearer wisdom, and deeper faith will have taken root within you. I do not waste your pain. Every tear is preserved within my heart like precious oil being refined. Do not fear walking through fire, for the fire does not destroy you. It removes what does not belong to you. As you step out of the furnace of testing, the transformation within will guide you toward what I am preparing for you to receive in the next season, blessings that only a refined soul can truly embrace. My child, when you believe everything has slowed or come to a standstill, I am still moving behind the veil, unseen by human eyes. Sometimes I allow long periods of stillness not because you are unworthy, but because the flowers of my kingdom bloom in their appointed season, not according to human impatience. I hear every prayer you lift and carry within hope. Even when you wonder, Father, do you still remember? I never forget. I am cultivating your garden in ways only I fully understand. When the time comes, you will stand in awe as I bring back to life what once seemed lost forever. I hear your patient footsteps along long roads where you continue to sow love, continue to believe, and continue choosing righteousness without visible reward. I know there are moments when you look at your hands and wonder whether your efforts hold any meaning. Yet every seed you plant is marked by me. Not one falls without my attention. I nurture them with grace, with time, and with divine wisdom beyond your sight. One day, as you cross into a new threshold, you will understand that the quiet seasons you once questioned were in fact the foundation for everything I have been preparing to lead you into. Remember the story of Joseph, the child who was sold into slavery, forgotten in a dark prison, and who seemed to face a future sealed shut before his eyes. Yet, beloved one, it was precisely during those long unseen years that I was carefully preparing Joseph to become second only to Pharaoh in all Egypt. Seasons of abandonment were never an ending. They were tunnels leading toward the door of honor I reserved for the faithful. Joseph did not know the hour I had chosen, but I knew, and so it is with you. When you remain faithful in small things, you are already composing a song of glory for the greater things I am arranging ahead of you. And when the darkness begins to fade, you will discover that the door I have prepared for you is not merely great, but far beyond anything you ever dared to imagine. You will enter not through your own striving, but through the grace I have woven through every trial, every moment when you chose trust over fear. My way of opening paths is always complete, always timely, and always for the good of your soul. As you step forward, you will realize that what I prepared was never meant for you alone, but so that through you, my light may reach many others, a journey that will become clearer as your heart continues to open itself to my divine will. Beloved child, I have seen the wonder in your eyes when I grant a blessing greater than what you believed you deserved. Yet the blessings I give are never meant to be kept for yourself alone. They are given so that others may feel the warmth of heaven through you. I desire that you become a stream of living water refreshing weary souls, like a branch abiding in the vine of life that I have planted. When you give love, nothing is lost. Instead, I pour abundance back into your heart so you may understand that true blessing never runs dry. In that outpouring, you begin to grasp what I prepared for you from the very beginning. Some people enter your life only briefly and depart quietly, like passing shadows. Yet you do not realize that you have planted within them a spark of light that I will use to transform their lives. Gentle words of comfort, small acts of kindness that you consider insignificant, can become seeds that bloom at the moment I choose. You do not need greatness to become a source of blessing. You need only to walk faithfully in the love I have placed within your heart. Sometimes a smile, a listening ear, or a hand extended to someone in despair is enough for heaven to open within their soul. In such simple moments, you reflect the beauty of the Creator Himself. Therefore, do not withdraw into the blessings I give, nor think that grace is a private reward. I give so that you may give. I fill so that you may share. I heal so that you may become an instrument of healing in other lives. When you understand this purpose, you will see that blessing does not elevate you above others, but reveals me through your life. And this realization leads you into a deeper joy, the joy of knowing your life is not only meant to receive, but to participate in transforming the world according to my will. My child, there are days when your heart hesitates among many choices, and the voices of the world pull you in opposing directions. Yet when you pause long enough to hear my voice in stillness, you will discover that my will is not a chain, as you once feared, but the pathway to true freedom. I never lead you into darkness. I lead you toward the place where your soul finds rest, where you understand that true life is not found in passing things. As you follow me, you step into a realm of peace that no storm can steal. And therein lies the difference between those who walk by heaven's calling and those who live by the noise of the world. I know there are moments when my will seems to conflict with your own desires, causing you to hesitate. Yet my will does not exist to restrict you, but to protect you from traps you cannot yet see. I behold your future more clearly than you perceive your present. And so I guide you along the narrow path, not to burden you, but because it alone leads to enduring life. Each time you choose truth over convenience, love over resentment, humility over pride, you open the gates for heaven to flow into your life. Through these small decisions, you are growing into the image I established from the foundation of creation. As you walk within my will, you will discover a joy the world cannot give. A joy not tied to circumstance, but rooted in inner freedom, where you know you are living according to the purpose I designed for you. My will becomes your covering, an armor protecting your soul from the harsh winds of life. You will no longer wander in confusion between right and wrong, truth and illusion, light and darkness. For I myself am your way, and as you continue upon that path, you will be led into a new season, where what I have prepared will not only bless your life but also glorify me through it. Beloved child of mine, Sometimes you believe that blessing is a destination that once received, it will finally make you complete and at peace. Yet the blessings of heaven were never meant to be possessions. They are a living flow. When I pour peace into your life, it is so you may carry peace to those trembling in uncertainty. When I grant wisdom, it is so you may lift minds that have lost direction. When I heal the hidden wounds within you, it is so that through you, other broken souls may find their way back to me. There are times when I see you holding tightly to your blessings, afraid that giving them away will leave you empty. But water stagnates when confined, while a river remains pure because it continually flows. The more you give, the more I pour into you, the more you share, the less emptiness you feel within. What you believe to be insufficient is precisely what I desire to use to touch a world weary of selfishness. You are not created merely to receive, but to shine like a torch in the night. At times you ask me, Father, why do others receive more than I do? Why are some gifted, wealthy, or prominent while I remain ordinary? Yet it is often within simplicity that I find the richest soil for blessing. A towering tree may draw admiration but can break easily in storms, while the humble plant rooted close to the ground grows deep and strong. I do not seek usefulness as humanity defines it. I seek hearts that are teachable, gentle, and willing to be led. Within your humility, I find space to sow blessings beyond what you have ever imagined. Do you remember the story of Elisha and the Shunammite woman? She was neither powerful nor famous. Yet she opened her home and prepared a small room for my servant whenever he passed by. That simple act, seemingly ordinary, became the key to a miracle when I granted her a child in her later years. It is a testimony that quiet acts of sincere love are always transformed by me into lasting blessings. You, too, need little to become a channel of grace, only an open heart like hers, and I will accomplish the rest. There are days when you feel you have nothing left to give. You have offered patience, kindness, compassion, until you feel exhausted. Yet I tell you this, when you believe yourself empty, that is when I pour new living water into you, the refreshing presence of the Spirit that no earthly source can provide. You are not the source, you are the vessel. I am the one who fills without ceasing. Therefore, do not fear your weakness, for I reveal my strength through it. Walk forward, beloved, knowing that every gift I place in your hands carries a purpose greater than yourself. Let your hands become extensions of my mercy toward the world. Let your eyes become windows through which others glimpse hope they thought was lost. Let your words become gentle winds, soothing troubled souls. When you live this way, your life ceases to be merely a personal journey and becomes part of my greater plan. A plan in which blessings do not stop with you, but flow through you to countless others. And when you grasp this deeper meaning, you will begin to see blessings differently, not as possessions, but as opportunities to love, not as an endpoint, but as a path drawing you ever closer to me. Walking in that light, your heart will grow lighter, peaceful, and ready to receive the new seasons I am preparing for you. Seasons filled with deeper mysteries yet to unfold. My child, many times you view my will as a rigid structure, something that takes away your freedom. Yet, when you insist on controlling everything according to your own understanding, your heart becomes weary and burdened. I have seen your efforts to guard yourself by control, yet such control confines your soul. My will is not a prison. It is an open field where you may run freely without fear of falling into hidden pits. For I have gone before you, leveling paths your human eyes cannot yet perceive. You often believe that freedom means doing whatever you desire. Yet, my child, true freedom comes only when your soul is no longer held captive by fear, wounds, or ambition. Only when you walk according to my will are those invisible chains gently removed from you. I do not seek to turn you into a machine that merely obeys commands. I desire for you to become one who listens, discerns, and lives in truth. When you choose what is right, even when it is difficult, that is the moment you step into genuine freedom. I see every one of those choices, small in appearance, yet immeasurably precious. Remember the story of Jonah, who fled from my calling because he was afraid and unwilling to bear the responsibility I entrusted to him. When he resisted my will, he did not find peace. Instead, he encountered a storm, was cast into the sea, and swallowed by a great fish. Do you think I punished him? No. My child, I only desired to return him to the place of blessing prepared for him. Even in the depths of the dark sea, I heard his prayer, and I made a way for him to stand again upon dry land. That story reveals that even when you wander onto the wrong path, I do not abandon you. My will is not meant to restrain you. It is meant to restore you to life. When you begin to obey me in the smallest things, you will experience a peace beyond your understanding. That peace does not depend on whether you possess much or little, succeed or fail, receive praise or remain unnoticed. It flows from the assurance that I am guiding you with hands of mercy, and that everything I desire for you is for your eternal good. Within that peace, true joy is formed, a joy untouched by circumstance and deeply rooted in the very foundation of your soul. You will discover that obedience no longer feels like a burden but becomes a delight. For every step taken within, my will draws you closer to who you were truly created to be. I formed you to love, to create, to walk in truth, and to become a light. When you live according to what I have placed within you, you will experience a joy the world cannot steal. It is a steady, quiet joy, unshaken and enduring, unlike the fleeting smiles offered by earthly pleasures. My child, I invite you to walk in my will, not because I need you, but because you need me. You need my protection, my wisdom, and the strength I provide to stand against what cannot be seen by human eyes, yet still wearies the soul. When you choose me, you choose life. When you choose truth, you choose freedom. When you choose love instead of resentment, you choose lasting joy. As you journey deeper along this path, you will come to see that my will is no longer a mystery that frightens you, but a safe refuge for your soul. One day, when you look back upon your journey, you will realize that everything I asked you to release was only so that you might receive something greater. Every door I closed was meant to lead you toward one more glorious. Every no I spoke was preparing you for a beautiful yes beyond anything you dared to imagine. Trust me, my child. Walk with me. I am leading you into a new season, a season where life, freedom, and joy are no longer things you search for, but realities flowing from within you like living water. Now, as the soul grows still before His holy presence, I open my heart and offer to the Father my most sincere prayer. Almighty God, source of life, comfort, and the unshakable fortress of my soul, today I kneel before you with a sincere and humble heart. There have been seasons of my life that felt like walking through deep night, where the noise of the world drowned out my inner peace, where my mind grew weary and my spirit felt fragile. Yet, Lord, even in moments that seemed hopeless, I believe you were gathering every tear I shed and seeing every pain I could not express. I ask that you grant me strength to stand firm in trials, not by my own power, but through your mighty presence working within me. Place your loving hand upon my heart, so I may understand that every trial is not abandonment, but refinement, purifying me so I may shine more brightly in your light. Lord, open my eyes to perceive the sacred meaning behind what I endure. Teach me that hardship is not meant to wound me, but to deepen my faith. Cultivate patience, and shape me into someone who can lift others who are weak. Grant me steady feet so that even when my heart trembles, I may continue walking in truth. Give me strong hands to receive whatever you send, whether gentle breeze or raging storm. Above all, guard my soul so that I never drift away from you. For only in you do I find true strength. Holy Father, you who see every deed done in secret and hear every thought before it is spoken, today I open my heart fully before you. There are moments when I wonder whether the quiet good I do truly matters, whether my efforts for others are ever seen. But today I surrender all those doubts to you. I believe that when the world does not notice, you see most clearly. When no one appreciates, you remember every act as a precious jewel. Grant me a heart that does good without seeking reward, that sows seeds of love without demanding immediate results. Help me remain kind in a world quick to forget truth, so that my actions become not a burden but an offering of honor to you. Let me hear your gentle encouragement within my soul so I am not shaken by the fleeting opinions of others. Continue to use my life as a small yet faithful instrument in your hands, allowing your light to shine through every quiet act I perform each day. Almighty Lord, I bow in gratitude because you have seen me in the deepest places of my soul. I thank you for never overlooking small sacrifices, silent tears, and unseen acts of goodness. I thank you for preserving the true value of what is good, even when the world remains silent. I thank you for looking upon me with love, even when I fail to recognize my own worth. Receive my endless gratitude. For you not only notice these hidden things, but also use them to prepare a future overflowing with grace. Teach me to live humbly, gently, and faithfully, so that even the smallest act becomes a song of praise to you. May gratitude remain the reminder that I am surrounded by a love greater than anything the world can offer. Loving Father, today I offer deep thanksgiving because you have never abandoned me in any season of life. I thank you for opening doors when I was ready and closing those that could have harmed me. I thank you that what I once called failure has become the foundation of blessings. I thank you because every step you guide is filled with wisdom and love, far